That's my co-owner. He's upstairs working on the upstairs room. We're upgrading it, so he's just working on the wiring today.
You guys are so professional.
I know.
Fancy.
Yeah. How have you been? What's new? It's been a while.
Yeah. So good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear?
Do the good news.
Okay. First good news. While I was stuck in traffic on the way here, there was this older man, I would say, who was like in his 60s or 70s or something like that. And he had the two cutest dogs, like little dogs, sitting on his lap with their little heads out the window. And it really warms my heart.
That's adorable.
Yeah, they were adorable. The other good news is that Josephine is home.
That's great.
Yeah, I call her the Josa Queen, like Joe's queen. And then Isla comes home tonight.
She's flying.
Yeah, although she gets in at 1 a.m. at Logan, so she's meeting us at a hotel in Boston.
Oh, okay.
But we can't go back to the Four Seasons because remember, the last time we were at the Four Seasons, restaurant guy came to like hang out with me after the kids were in bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some other guy was trying to like come on to me, and yeah, now I'm embarrassed to go back there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is so sad because I really like the Four Seasons.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, the one by that park. Because there's two in Boston, but I like the one by that park, by the Boston Common. Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Is that the one in Copley?
I think so.
Are they really close to each other?
I don't know.
No. I think one's in the Seaport, right?
Yeah, not the one in the Seaport.
Okay.
The other
All right,
one.
that's what. Okay, I am thinking the new one, right, with the penthouse condos and stuff, the residences.
So the bad news is that, so remember how I told you I wanted to get an in-person job so I could meet people?
Yeah.
I found out that I've been lying.
What?
Because I called KCL, like King's College London, because I'm trying to build a resume.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted, confirmation of my Master's of Science. And they're like, oh, you don't have an MSc. And I was like, what? So I passed all the classes. I passed my master's thesis, master's paper, my final paper. But then there was like this last project that I was supposed to do where I should have compiled all of my papers that I'd done throughout the course of my master's degree and submit it. But I misunderstood. I thought that they were just going to review those papers, but I never submitted them. And now I don't know where to find them. They're like a totally different computer that's probably somewhere in the attic and probably doesn't even work anymore. So,
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. And now I feel really guilty because I feel like I've been lying because a bit unintentionally. I thought that I had a master's.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just give up and just go for the PhD.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need a bachelor's and master's to get a PhD, right? I'm only saying that because Jane Goodall only had a PhD. I don't know if it's just like a thing.
No, you can go straight into a PhD program with just a bachelor's.
Okay.
So what I graduated with, they said, is a postgraduate diploma in 2 subjects. So that's more than enough to get into a PhD program.
There you go.
And I could, I'll have to look around here. And then that's something that I could do in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could do it through like the Aleph Trust. I don't know. But that would be online. I'd rather do it in person.
Yeah.
So.
It's better. It's better in person, I've always,
Yeah.
I've always thought that.
But yeah, it's so stupid. I thought that they were going to, they already had all my papers. What? I didn't realize that I had to compile them and submit them.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. And I was so busy at that point in my life. And I was invited to graduation, but I didn't go. I don't know. See, that's how I am. I'm so smart and I'm so stupid at the same time. Like that one stupid thing. So I don't know. They're supposed to call me sometime this week to see if there's something we can do about this.
Mm-hmm.
But
it also seems like an honest mistake and like a clerical error.
Oh no, it was totally an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely didn't know that I needed to do that. I thought that they were going to review my previous papers.
Yeah, that's annoying.
But they were like, you never submitted them. Like in one cohesive. So I submitted my final paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a good grade on it. And I passed all of my classes. Some I did better than others. Statistics was not an easy one for me.
I hated stats.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I guess I just have to think on it. So that was my bad news and now I feel like I've been lying all this time. I thought that I had a master's degree. Apparently I don't.
It's not lying if you just are saying something that you don't know.
Well, there's a difference between lying and being ignorant. I was ignorant of the fact.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So should we just get down to, this is such an awkward conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think I expressed to you before that I moved here because some really bad things happened in New York after, like, post-COVID. New York really changed.
Yeah.
So they defunded social services. They defunded the fire, the police, the school systems. So I'm going to use some code language because I don't want to, expose certain people. But there was a kid in Josephine school. Let's just call him NJ. She'll know who he is. He kept bringing a gun to school.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he put it in not her mouth, but her friend's mouth and said, next time I'm going to pull the trigger. Right. And then there was this guy in the subway who was sort of self-pleasuring and kept calling her Paris Hilton and saying that blonde girls are the worst. And like, she also got jumped and beaten up. And, like, just all this bad stuff happened. And Isla was so depressed. And our school was really underwhelming, I guess I'll say. But their father thought that I wanted to move them to Massachusetts for selfish purposes. So he kept dragging me to court. So let's just talk about how much money he owes you for legal fees, because he thought that I was trying to harm him instead of trying to protect you, which is not the case at all. So we paid Richter at Leonov Chung, I think $95,000. And then we paid Avram Turkel, I think around $75,000 to $100,000. So he owes you that. And then also, because Richter, by the way, shitty lawyer, don't hire her. She did our divorce, and she told me that if I paid down the mortgage, then that money would be ours. So I decreased our mortgage by $100,000, and then I found out that was never in the paperwork. So he owes you $100,000 for Amy Richter, $100,000 for the mortgage, and somewhere between $75,000 and $100,000 for Avram Turkel. I hate talking about money. And then you have to think about all the times that he never took you for spring break, never took you for Thanksgiving, never took you for Christmas. So think about all of the hotel bills. So think about the Sagamore, the Woodstock Inn, think about Jamaica, think about the Sagamore. Whenever I would tell him, when he would say, oh, I can't take them, but you take them and I'll pay you back. He never paid me back. And all of this. So I only have 2 accounts. I've got the Amex and I've got the Chase. They have all these records. And then there's also like the okay, this stuff is hard to talk about. Think about all the times that he threw things at us and broke things in our house and said, yes, we could move to Massachusetts, and then would change his mind and say no. All the times that he dragged me back to court and you guys were scared that I wouldn't come back. And Isla, remember the time when you went to New York by yourself to stay with him and you came back so badly bruised that you had to stay out of dance class for 2 weeks? I think you should get some money for that too. All the times when he blocked your numbers and he would call, then he wouldn't pick up. When you would text and he wouldn't text back. Josephine, I remember the time when you were at Bagel Table and you were asking him to, like, please sell the apartment so we could buy a new house. And I don't know what he said, but what I remember you telling me, saying, it's not like things could get any worse. You were 11. He said, oh, trust me, they're about to get way worse. And you said, is that a threat? And he said, no, that's a promise. What kind of father says that to his 11-year-old daughter? Like, remember hiding under your beds? I think, for all the broken promises, the abuse, and the neglect, you should get some money for that too. And I'm not saying that you should sue him. I'm saying that if you want to, those are important points to bring up. And I think that if you did sue him, you would win. Because, oh my God, this makes you feel sick thinking about it. So, Cousin Teddy is a litigator, and he went to law school in New York, and he passed the bar in New York, and so he can help you, and he will. So he's the one to ask. But just those are the points to bring up, like the financial abuse, the legal abuse, the emotional abuse, the physical abuse. Oh my God. Just know that if you ever want to, and I'm not saying that you should, I'm saying that it's an option for you when you're ready. I looked it up, and I think you have, because you were minors when all of this stuff happened, I think you have until the age of 55 to take him to court. So maybe you're not ready now, but maybe in 10 years, maybe in 20 years, I don't know.